One of the more remarkable stories here on Mt Gorongosa is the coffee plantation that's been planted in the ground under the hardwood trees on the side of the mountain. Growing Arabica coffee is a new industry to the local farmers, but it's where it's located that makes it even more remarkable. And have a look at these millions of coffee plants starting their life out here in the nursery. The coffee plantation sits below the cloud-level home of the opposition rebels' base camp, the scene of significant conflict between them and government forces, even recently. But this hasn't stopped the farmers establishing 40 hectares of coffee plants, and after 4 years establishing, the harvest is around 100 tonnes of premium quality Arabica coffee beans.
The project may sound a little crazy at first, but it was designed to help hundreds of families on and around Mt Gorongosa. It's replacing poor practices in existing, potentially new farmland, and is the brainchild of and supported by CARS Foundation, the Norwegian government and the Global Environment Facility, which is made up of a group of 183 countries, international institutions and other entities. One of the significant challenges facing the environment here on the mountain was the removal of hardwood trees. This deforestation was destabilising the whole environment. And by underplanting coffee plants under the hardwoods, you did two things. One is you stabilised the soil, reducing erosion, most important. But two, you provided local families with incomes almost instantly. And in the long term, these big hardwood trees, and there's 90 of them per hectare, will provide local families a good long-term investment. This is truly sustainable farming practices. It's good for the environment. And most importantly, it replaced a very harmful practice of slash and burn farming. The crops are being harvested now, and the process involves collecting the beans by hand, dehusking the fruit to reveal the beans, and then drying. The beans are then packed in hessian bags and are sold for roasting later. This scheme is set to grow significantly in the next decade to add another 1,250 acres, resulting in total production of 3,000 to 4,000 tonnes of high-quality coffee beans.
It's a massive win for the environment and the families that live on the mountain and nearby. And it wouldn't be possible without the visionary support of American philanthropist Greg Carr. It seems he fell in love with Gorongosa and has dedicated his life since discovering it to the ecological restoration of the mountain and nearby forests. This region used to be known as the Ark of the African Animal Kingdom, but decades of war saw animal populations decimated. Despite the hardships, Carr has found a way to work with the opposition forces and government and show the local people a way to move forward that will sustain their families and the environment while supporting the recovery of the animal populations here.
It's a truly remarkable story, and if you want to play your role in helping with the sustainability and conservation of the beautiful animals in this region, then all you have to do is ask for Gorongosa coffee beans the next time you visit your local supermarket. That way you can play your role in helping the wonderful animals of this region.